You will be aware that a serious incident occurred here at this location this morning. Police and ambulance services were called and deployed to a number of casualties. It is with great sadness that I confirm that one of those injured in the incident has died from their injuries.
So we do have confirmation in Hainault that a 14-year-old boy has died. The suspect, a 36-year-old man, captured on video carrying a sword. 2 police officers in hospital requiring surgery, and 2 other civilians with non-life-threatening conditions also in hospital.
The 36-year-old man arrested at the scene is currently in hospital, having suffered injuries when his van collided with a building. He has been arrested on suspicion of murder. At this time, given his injuries, we have been unable to interview him. We know there is speculation about his background, including police contact with him. And despite urgent and extensive checks today, we have found no trace of a prior incident involving him so far, but we will of course continue to make those inquiries. As a matter of urgency, we're trying to understand exactly what happened and why. This was and is a fast-moving and complex incident and investigation, and it will take us some time to establish the facts. This will be our priority in the coming days. With the suspect in custody, we are satisfied there is no threat to the wider community. But this is an incident which has clearly shocked everyone. And over the coming days, you will see a significant police presence in this area.
Our whole community will be devastated by the heartbreaking news that a 14-year-old boy was killed in the horrific sword attack in Hainault this morning that saw 4 others injured, including 2 Metropolitan Police officers. I can't imagine what that poor boy's family are going through, and they have my deepest heartfelt condolences, and I know the thoughts and prayers not just of this community but our whole country. My prayers are also with the other victims of this horrific attack and their loved ones. I particularly want to thank the emergency services for their courageous response, in particular the heroic Metropolitan Police officers who put themselves in harm's way to protect others. They are the best of us. And I know the injuries sustained by the police officers involved will have really affected our whole Metropolitan Police force. So I want to thank all of those officers who are very visible in our community today. I also know there'll be widespread fear and alarm in our community, but the police have made an arrest and are not looking for any other suspects. I'm grateful to the police for their visible and reassuring presence in Hainault today and their commitment to an ongoing presence in the coming days. I came here this afternoon straight from a meeting with the Mayor of London in Ilford, the leader of the London Borough of Redbridge, and have been in regular contact with the Metropolitan Police throughout the day and will keep local residents updated as best I can. Our community deserves answers about what happened. It is vital that we give the police space to do their work.
Rishi Sunak says that incidents like these should not and cannot be happening on these streets. The man was tasered, the report confirms. The 36-year-old man is currently in custody. He was tasered and arrested 22 minutes after the first call to police, which was received shortly before 7 a.m. And we understand that that call was made when a car crashed into a house. The man then exited the vehicle, is our understanding, and then skirmishes took place. An eyewitness told the PA agency this morning she saw a skirmish happen in an alleyway and she heard a woman's voice saying she's been stabbed in the face. I've been speaking to a couple of locals today at the scene where initially there was a sense of calm and police control, which has turned into tragic dismay. A 15-year-old boy, his mother, spoke to me earlier, and she got a message on a Facebook community group saying there'd been rumours that a 15-year-old boy had been stabbed. She immediately called her son, who was on his way to school, and said, "I'm picking you up." He goes to Forest Academy across the road from here. That school was locked down. I spoke to another couple of local men who've been living here for 16 years. They say incidents like these just don't happen in this area. And also a man called Max, whose girlfriend always goes to that tube station at 7 a.m. to work. Thankfully, he said, she was off work today on holiday, and the sense of relief was palpable, but the sense of tragedy and the sense of grief is also palpable in this area.
Some of the transit van pulled up, grey transit van pulled up. The man got out with a samurai sword, tried to talk to one female resident. She ran away from him. As he's pulled the sword out in the air, she's tried to warn the other neighbour. As he's turned around, he's been struck in the head. He was running around still after the police officers came with the sword in his hand. Looking for victims.
So questions remain about why this incident took place. There is no sense, say police, that this was a terror-related incident, and there's no suggestion either that this was a targeted attack, that there was any link between the boy and this suspect, this 36-year-old man who is in custody, pictured in a yellow hooded jumper, wielding a sword. So to confirm, a 14-year-old boy has died. 2 police officers are in hospital, requiring surgery from stab wounds, and 2 other civilians who, it seems, confronted the suspect are also in hospital. Their injuries are believed not to be life-threatening. Now, the investigation by the Met Police, who say their thoughts are with the families, and that they also believe that there are no other suspects to be sought after. They're not looking for anyone else in relation to this case. And they have aimed to say that the danger is clear.